Hi, morning. I'm out in Killamarsh today. Well, Killamarsh slash Rother Valley. I've got Renton with me. Have a look at Renton's YouTube channel, and there's a few shorts around the area if you're local. We've come to have a look. This is an area I've done extensively in the past, and I'm going to try and convince people that this is a new video. Yep. So we're on the Great Central Railway at the moment. This is the Great Central Main Line. Again, like I said, I've covered this before on quite a few videos. But we've we've been talking about this since for quite a while now. We've been meaning just to come down and have a look at a few more things that I didn't really cover in there, because he's local, so he's got a different perspective and he's got small photographs to show us that we'll do a kind of now and then comparison as we walk around. A few weeks ago I did put a post on social media with a drone shot of where I'm stood right now, asking how many bridges can you see in this photograph. We've got the LD&ECR just behind me there, and just behind me there is the Great Central Bridge. That's the River Rother. Tongue twister to say. Now there's the two obvious bridges, you can see those. Now, some people commented 4 bridges. Now, I know where the third bridge is. There's an old mill, it's now an animal feed factory. There was an old bridge here, look. This is the remains of the old bridge over the Rother. You can see the abutment at the other side as well, look. You can still see the steel girder things on the end there, look. Some kind of pipe work there. Yeah, this went into the mill just up there. The mill, which is of a more modern construction these days, sat between the Great Central and the Lancashire, Derbyshire and East Coast lines. It was referred to as Glover's Mill and Valley Mill. We can see the line to the mill on this map from 1953. We'll see more of this line shortly. I'm not aware of the opening and closing dates of this branch, but it did suffer badly from flooding in the 1930s, which caused extensive damage. I assume it was rebuilt, as it does appear on later maps. This is under the Great Central Bridge, so that's Trans-Pennine Trail going over the top. I don't know if I've ever seen underneath here in all these years. It's not in the best of condition, actually. I didn't realise. Collection of bricks there. Can't immediately see where they've fallen from, though. But quite a bad crack up on that top corner there, look. It's completely coming away. I suspect it's just a bit of subsidence or something like that. And there would be that line going into the mill that you can see there. And there's the yard with those 2 old lorry trailers. Can you see the old, you can just about make out the old embankment, can't you, through there, look, just down the bottom there. Still on the subject of that old mill line, do you remember this? Christ Gordo, have me off of the edge. This cutting here, I have covered on previous videos. Again, that's the same line, that's the mill line. It's going off up there to join one of the other lines. And obviously what we're looking at, just to remind you, that was a bridge, don't forget. That's why these walls are there, that's why that little cutting is there. And the railway lines came off the LD&ECR, which is the other side, Lancashire, Derbyshire, East Coast, across here and joined up with the Great Central. So I suppose it's having to drop a little bit, isn't it, there? But it's a Great Central. You can just see people walking on there. You can see, can't you? You can see the stonework, can't you? We've just been stood on top of here, in case you've not realised. So the line would have gone across. I think this line, I'm trying to remember when I've done these videos in the past. I'm such a forgetful. Yeah, I'm sure this was like a link that was put in a bit later when the LD&ECR was was bought, or when it merged into the GCR, just so they could connect up the track, so they had running rights into Sheffield without having to go round through Catcliffe, you know, on the Sheffield District Railway. I don't know if, I'm sure that's right. It's jogging my memory back. Doing this in the completely wrong order here. Looking back through that cutting, we've just been filming it. I've never known it round here so clear. We've just been wondering if someone's been coming and taking away some wood for firewood or something like that. This is the line, this is the track bed here, look, into that old mill. I'm not going to walk all the way down. It's although it is pretty clear, it's still a bit of a battle with the trees. You get the idea, looking off towards the mill. But we're on the side, in that side we've got the Lancashire Derbyshire East Coast line, or the West Thorpe Colliery line as later people know it. But there's still a lot of stuff chucked down the side of the bank. There's another one of those. Are they fish plates? They definitely would, aren't they, those?
Yeah.
I could be completely off piste. It might not be a fish plate, but they it does look like the metal fish plates that you come across, doesn't it? Curious. Yeah, there's all sorts. And look over there. That's the embankment for the Great Central. All the stuff you can see here, you can see sleepers and things. Yeah, all sorts of fittings. If I just get across the stream, I mean, look at, I'm assuming these are like old telegraph poles. Nah, you know, you could just.
There's the proof we put in.
What is it then? Is it a?
Yeah.
Is that the telegraph pole? And they're the top of something there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can spend hours getting up and down these embankments, can't you? Another, again, I'm assuming it's from the same telegraph pole. It's got, yeah, look, it's the metal bracket that alerted us. Yeah, but there it is. There's the fallen telegraph pole there, look. Well, what's this? A bit of an insulator. It's great, you find these sometimes and they've got some of the writing on. Like we found those around Clown that said LD&ECR. That's Rother Valley Country Park. That's the lake you can see. I mean, it's a nice little spot, isn't it? Lots of people enjoying a morning walk this morning. The reason we've come to fetch you here, it's not always been a lake, has it? This was open casted in, when was 1970s, was it?
Yeah, it's about 76 it started, yeah.
So before that, it's surprising what was down there where the lake is now. We had an old scrapyard.
Yeah, by Wards.
Yeah, Wards. There was a couple there. There was one at Bayton that's there's still a scrapyard on the side, isn't there?
Pictures of Bayton, yeah. But
yeah,
only one picture of this area looking at that bridge, which confused us for a long time because it's an old steamer and it's basically in a scrapyard with an awful lot of scrap. And,
and that was just down there, wasn't it? That steam train is just down in the lake.
Yeah, basically.
Where the lake is just down here, yeah. And you've got that old photograph taken from roughly where that building is. That, if you can see the wooden building where they do the water cable ski thing from now, haven't you?
95.
95. And so it's not this railway line, that banking you can see there. The West Fork branch or the Lancashire Derbyshire East Coast. Take note of the bridge in the background of Keith Partlow's photo. I think that's the bridge we're going to see in a few moments. The Thomas W. Ward's Killamarsh scrapyard opened just after World War II. Along with its Bayton scrapyard, just near the old Bayton station, they cut up numerous locomotives and wagons. Fading to today's aerial image, we can see its location relative to the main Rother Valley Lake. That bridge is just in those trees here. We're going to go and have a look. So yeah, I mean, well, don't forget, we had, as well in the lake as well, we had the line going off to Norwood Colliery.
Yeah,
and out to Kiverton. Yeah,
via Norwood Colliery.
Yeah,
and straight up before M1 were put down.
That's it. You can see M1 from here. And we had the Waleswood curve as well at the other end of the park, the other going over the the far end.
Yeah,
as
a
well.
complete viaduct. There's one picture.
Oh, Bedgreve Viaduct.
Yeah, yeah.
Right where the visitor centre is now. Yeah, just out of sight, just round the other side of the street. Yeah, amazing to think. No, who comes here and walks around this lake, not realising the history that was here? I didn't. I lived on the banks of this lake all that time, and amount of times I've done a lap round here. So just for some perspective, I mean, right where we're looking in front of here, there would have been a railway line. Here's the bridge that we've just been talking about, just coming into view, and that was that line. I think it came from the Midland Railway, if memory serves me correctly. And there's the bridge. That's what we could see. That's a river down there now, isn't it?
Yeah, river, complete with our shopping trolley.
I've never, it's not meant to be a river, obviously. I've never been down in there, you know. I keep saying I'm going to have a look. I thought maybe might get down today, just have a look in the on the old railway line that runs under this bridge. No chance. It's just as full as the Rother, isn't it, today, that down there? Definitely. So it's quite a cutting that this line went through, and as I say, originally it would have gone straight through where Rother Valley is now. So that photo there, looking over the lake, almost the view that we've just had, that's the view today. Quite different from in the trees, isn't it? Yeah, I covered this. I don't know how long you've been watching my videos. This was one of the first disused railway walks I did when I just lived over there. But I think I commented then about the poor state of the bridges on this old line. Ironically, this is, of all the lines that are disused up here, this is the one that's most recently been disused. Yeah, that's looking back over the lake, down over towards the line to the scrapyard, and then looking back out this way, back down. The line went underneath. I mean, the bridge is gone, it's been infilled now, but the Great Central Railway just crosses in front here, but that bridge has been infilled. So yeah, that's a railway line now full of water. I will get down there one day. It has been a line I'd like to cover in any way I can, but I don't think I'm walking under there anytime soon. Right, where's that dog of mine? Just disappeared. Oh God, I'm having flashbacks. That's another bit of fish plate. Gordo, move. God. See what we just found wooden things similar to that, haven't we? I'd love to know if anyone knows. Did they ever make wooden fish plates? A rather familiar spot, isn't it? Looking a little bit overgrown. Look on this side. Houses have appeared. Yeah, we've got some more photos here, so try to get an angle where we've not got glare. Station building's still up in that one. Look, tracks are up. What year is that one?
98, that one.
98, so railway's long gone, hasn't it, by then? And then this one?
2000.
2000, so scaffolding up, just doing the bridge up. Yeah, and the building's still there somewhere in the background, isn't it? Not much has changed other than the building's gone and a few more trees these days. Building these for this is quite a while, aren't they? They were just starting these about a year ago when I came down and filmed last.
Yeah, easy, probably 15, 16 months. Yeah.
So that's your old station was down there, your old station building, wasn't it? That's where it was. Right, this footpath kind of epitomises everything that's going on around here, on the approach to Bayton Junction and Rother Valley. Starting off there, obviously we've got the old LD&ECR, Westhorpe Colliery branch going over the top. Straight away, ignore that footpath, that's just a footpath. We've got the old Midland Railway, the Midland Old Road going over here. But did you know there was another 2 railways that passed underneath this footpath? Yeah, so the next time you're walking up or down to Rother Valley, from Meadowgate Road entrance. This used to be where the old Great Central went underneath here. Obviously this has all been changed beyond recognition now. This path's probably even at a different level, but there's where the track bed would have been. Just where it come off the girder bridge, it swung around there and then made its way down there up to Bayton Junction. But it wasn't the only track, it wasn't the only line to pass through here though, because you remember there's the Holbrook line that also swept under here and just joined up with the Great Central a bit further up. This is just a, I suppose, what you call a concession bridge back in the day, not in great condition, but that's the old Midland Railway, the Midland Old Road, Chesterfield, Barrow, Sheffield Rotherham, isn't it now? So just up from that rusty old bridge, round about where we're stood here, and I'm just trying to figure out if there was a cut in here that's been infilled, but there was a branch line off the Great Central line, just the other side of that, the girder bridge, that went down into Holbrook Colliery, and we can take this path that takes us down to one thing of that line that's left, and I'll show you when we get up there. We've just been walking along the top of an embankment, and I wasn't sure if it was related to the railway. It's changed so much here since whenever this line closed. But we've just come down a flat little embankment there. There's some masonry on there, but this seems to be a lot clearer than when I used to come round here, when I lived round here. But look, all of a sudden this is now visible. These blue bricks, and it's a little bridge abutment. Look, over this little brook, and it lines up perfectly with where we're heading. Fantastic. I've lived here, I've come down this path so much over the years, and I've never noticed that was there. Yeah, look at that. That's great. Still see the old red bricks in the banking looking then. I know what I can only assume is a capping stone still sat on the top, so can't see anything on the other side though. And here is the only remains of that Holbrook line that I thought there were before we just find those abutments. And there's this little bridge, look, just going underneath. Oh, is that Station Road above? It is, isn't it? Station Road between Sheffield Road between Halfway and Killamarsh. It's still the original top on there, look. I mean, I don't know when or who has painted that lovely shade of blue, but it looks like it has been repainted quite recently. It's quite a nice paint job, isn't it? We're just walking up a little farm lane right by the side of the Great Central Railway to our left. It's just on this banking at the side of us. Between Killamarsh and Renishaw. This is like an alternative route, less cycles, I suppose you could say. And there's this old, I don't know, what would you describe this as? Is this a base?
Mounted for a bridge, yeah.
But yeah, so we had a footbridge going over the Great Central, the railway here. This is the bottom of it, blue brick, original built, and the line was built. And there was also a bridge over the canal, wasn't there?
Yeah. Cat Gallows.
This is Cat Gallows.
This is Cat Gallows.
Right, and that was the name of this bridge, was it?
Yeah.
This footbridge.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
No idea.
Bit of a morbid name, is it? Yeah. Morbid name. So we're up at track bed level now. Just there, just out of view down below is that base of that bridge, and it just came straight above us here.
Yeah, shortcut to Eckington from Killamarsh.
Yeah, Eckington just through that clearing there. You can just nip up the bank in here, can't you? And we can see the other side of that bridge. I mean, these stones, these just come down to track bed level now. It's just a nice convenient path. Ooh, tangled up. Gordo showing me the way. So with this bit, the other side of the bridge then, it's just here, the canal's just here. And it all links in with the history. Now we're not going over there, Gordo. Oh my God. No, get out of the canal. There we go, there's some water in the canal in this section, look. And there's a towpath. Probably just worth mentioning, that footpath. It's quite a steep climb up that hill. I can tell you, I used to, when I used to do my hill training, that seems a long time ago now, there's another footbridge at the top that crosses the old Lancashire Derbyshire East Coast Railway. God, that canal stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That little bit of water.
Yeah,
wow.
It's had a lot of moving water lately. Yeah.
Anyone who's ever run, walked, cycled down Transpennine Trail between Killamarsh and Renishaw, Staveley, will know this little dip just before you see the turn off to Westhorpe Hills. Yeah, so the path dips down. It was an old bridge. It didn't always used to be like this. There was a little, what would you say, it's like a culvert for farm access that went. So we're down in the bottom, basically what would have been the bridge. Still got the little openings here, look, you can see. So I suppose to cut a long story short, this bridge is missing, isn't it? It's been dug out. I wonder if it was
an
arch bridge.
Yeah, just an archway, yeah.
So you can see like there's banking still either side. So we're stood just by the bottom level of the bridge, and you can see down here, you can see bits of masonry, look. And on the side, you might not be able to see it, but I can see it. There's quite a bit more there. Yeah, I was just explaining when we was walking up. Now I have filmed this quite a number of occasions, but the footage has always been too dark to use. So that there is the base of an old telegraph pole, which we can see. Let me get around the other side of this tree. Actually, we can see laid down here, and it's still got the insulators on. Be careful on that fence, Gordo. Wow, look at that, look at the arms. It's properly intact. I hope this light on this new cameras. See it, Gordo, it's an insulator. I know the insulator collectors out there, I mean, if it was decent, people would have had them, but they're not full ones, are they? Look, show you that one there, that's been burnt. Yeah. It's amazing to see them, isn't it, with full arms, more or less still wholly intact. And then the brackets,
It's never moved, does it?
No.
Has it felled?
It's been felled. We're just on the approach to that girder bridge that crosses the Midland Railway. So we're actually on the track bed at the moment of the Great Central Railway. You've got a comparison photo, haven't you? It's what it used to look like.
Yeah, March '86, before the trees invaded. That's just up at top. You can actually see just the top of Girder Bridge there.
Oh yeah.
On that top as it goes out at top.
Yeah, reflection on it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just no trees around whatsoever.
It's a different landscape, isn't it? It used to, this would be barren. I mean, all over Rother Valley would have been open cast. Nature's certainly done a good job at clearing it, taking it back, hasn't it?
Yeah. See, we'll do it over there.
Here is that girder bridge. Fit the camera through. There we go. If you've been down Rother Valley, you'll know where we are right now. You'll recognise this bridge. The old Great Central Railway swung its way over the top of the Midland Railway. So the local arsonists of what have they burnt there then? Looks like that's like a piece of clothing or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see that girder bridge, look, just on the left of that photo, can't you? taken in the exact same place. That girder bridge is just out of view behind these trees. I think this is the jewel in the crown for all the disused railways around here, isn't it? It's where the Lancashire Derbyshire East Coast crossed over the Waleswood curve. So which, don't forget, we're stood on right here, going underneath this span. It was a railway line as well. It was the Waleswood curve. No one underneath here, is there? Yeah, it's looking a little bit very, very poor state of repair, this viaduct. So I hope you've enjoyed that little look around Rother Valley at some of the other bits that we've not covered before. So as always, thanks to all my channel members, anyone who's bought me a coffee or sent me a super thanks, it really is appreciated. And cheers for Renton for his company and Gordo for the entertainment. So until next time, thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you soon.